Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular, mystery reading number 896. My name is Elizabeth, and before getting into this reading, chances are that most of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are a reoccurring viewer, you enjoy my work, and would like to help support the growth of my channel, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. And if you do decide to stick around, if that's what you feel called to and you subscribe, welcome and thank you very much for your support. For some reason I wanted to say for your attendance, which is an interesting way to put it because I usually don't say that. So maybe there's an event or a place where attendance, your name might be on a list or something like that. Attendance feels significant somewhere. I'm also feeling that the Queen of Pentacles is particularly significant. I did see it accidentally flip over before I started recording this video. And the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is abundant internally. This type of person has thoughts and feelings and beliefs that serve them, that support them, that are healthy for them, rather than the opposite. They have faith and trust in themselves, in the universe, or whatever higher power they believe in. They choose to focus on the good rather than the bad. They don't ignore the bad, they just don't dwell on it. You know what I'm saying? And this is somebody who feels very much led by their faith. I want to say this person has passion and fire and drive. Their inner world, like I was saying, supports them in their future. Getting into interpreting the number 896, number 8 is about letting go of someone or something, trusting that whatever is lost will be replaced. That means that there's probably a change here for you that will require loss, but there is something to gain, and it could definitely be more internal, a new way of thinking, a new way of feeling, a new way of believing that supports you. It feels like it could be about letting go of thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that drag you down and make you feel small and aren't helpful or empowering. I'm feeling a strong Queen of Wands type of energy come through in relation to the Queen of Pentacles, and I'm also feeling the Queen of Cups could be significant. So it feels like your emotions could really be a driver for you. I believe they are for humans in general. Some of us are aware of it, some of us are not, and it's important that we are aware of this so we can use our emotions, our passion, to our advantage, to work for us in the collective rather than for destruction and chaos. I did look down at the timer and I saw the number 333, which is about expression, self-expression, communication, healing, growing, transforming, investing. I do get a real sense of change in this energy. Maybe it's because I've already been talking about change, but it does feel like these changes are more internal, and naturally these will create external changes. When you change the way you think, feel, and believe in a way that works for you, your reality, your relationships start to work for you. The number 9 is about purpose and helping the world release what no longer works. So if you feel led by a sense of purpose, this is confirmation of that. And if you feel a little bit lost or a little bit confused, this is confirmation for you to seek out a purpose that motivates you to make positive changes. For me personally, it helps to know and to believe that what I'm doing is bigger than me. For everybody, that whatever they do is bigger than themselves. There is a way here, a way forward, that you can contribute to the collective. That change just starts with you. And finally, the number 6, which is about unconditional love first and foremost for yourself. This number for me is primarily about self-love, because loving others unconditionally is an extension of how you love yourself. Once you learn how to choose yourself when it's appropriate, and you love yourself the way that you deserve to be loved by yourself, and you have your back like you deserve to have, you can teach others or encourage that same energy within others. I'm really feeling this energy of purpose again. I really wish more people knew how destructive self-hate, self-destruction can be. Because I believe that humans are powerful, but that power is a double-edged sword. We can either use it for good or for evil. We can either use it for peace and, love and all of that stuff, or we can use it for hate and chaos. Let me think for a second. It could be an important choice here that you need to make, especially when it comes to loss for somebody. I think the general message here is to take your decisions seriously. Not so seriously in terms of being perfect, but seriously in terms of you give yourself time to think about it and you care about your intentions. You're mindful about your intentions. It might be important for you at this time to make a conscious commitment to self-love rather than self-hate, because loving yourself means loving the collective and encouraging love within the collective, but hating yourself means encouraging hate within the collective. And I believe that because I believe that we are so connected internally, spiritually, on a soul level. Our emotions, our passion is such a powerful thing. So make sure you're using it for the right reasons. I just looked down the timer and saw the number 234, which is a sign to trust that everything happens for a reason. Maybe this could help you find closure without feeling like you need to have all of the answers, or it's important that you trust that the world is the way it is for a reason. Be careful not to blame free will decisions of other human beings on the universe or the higher power that you believe in. It's important to remember that the universe does not have control over the decisions that we make as people. So just be careful where you put blame. Your frustration is valid, but be fair, I want to say. Adding up these numbers, 8 plus 9 is 17, 17 plus 6 is 23, 2 plus 3 is 5. I'm going to make sure I did my math right. Sometimes I don't for some reason. Let me think. Yeah. So number 5 is about change and transformation, which is just confirmation and even more encouragement for you to embrace change. Choose your battles. We're always going to lose in life somehow, so to some degree, you get to choose what you lose. You get to choose what you lose. I felt like I said that weird. There's a lot of energy here about choices. I think it is really interesting that choose your battles is a message coming through. Be mindful of what you choose to hold on to and what you choose to let go. And you might have to reflect deeply to really understand what that means. And I just got reminded of the Hermit card with the number 9 on it, which is confirmation for you to give yourself space and time to reflect, to think, to make conscious decisions. I'm going to start wrapping up this reading by drawing out a card from the Secrets of Tarot cards to see what else wants to come through and how it might relate back to the number 896. There could be some secrets here, lies that you tell yourself, and because of that, lies you allow others to tell you. When you're honest with yourself, you can tell who's being honest with you. If you gaslight yourself, manipulate yourself, you're gonna get gaslit and manipulated by other people. And I do feel called, half of the deck just fell on the floor, and I saw the 7 of Cups in reverse, and I'm gonna take this card because it feels very relevant. We have the 7 of Cups in reverse. It says temptation, confusion, what does it say on the side? Diversion. In the upright, written on the card by the creator of the deck, it says, all that glitters is not gold, look beyond the clouds, and money improvements. And I also saw the number 555 on the clock. Something is not what it seems, or many things are not what they seem. And the only way to see things for what they are, people, opportunities, is to see yourself for who you are and what you deserve. And loving yourself is part of that. Being able to see that. This card could be a warning card for somebody. Okay, so this is either something very specific, a specific person or situation that is not what it seems, or this is very general. This is generally about your judgment and your perception. Either way, interesting, I'm thinking of the number 333 now because of self-expression and being honest. Let me think. Can't even remember what I was saying. I'm going to trust that that happened for a reason. I was saying either way. Being honest with yourself is going to reveal to you what specific person or situation is not what it seems, or just what in general is not what it seems. And once you allow yourself to see the truth of certain situations and people in your life, you will see the truth of certain systems, governments, things that are bigger than you. So like I said, take your choices seriously, especially when it comes to what you choose to tell yourself, about other people, about certain situations, whatever it may be. Be honest with yourself. And I'm seeing a card that I have that says be open to taking accountability. So do with that what you will.